I binge. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You want my attention and approach me with a lick. I coach a CERT team trials on the 1st and 5th. I'm cold with them bowls, it's a curse and a gift. I'ma take a few chances when these charges get lit. System moving slow, but I'm trying to get it over. I don't bun 8 months and they blame it on Corona. They trying to catch me twice on the bun, then hold me. I ain't stupid, I can feel it when somebody trying to hold me. Baby, where you at? Let me stir that macaroni. Pussy got me hooked like a drug, I might OD. Got a couple bags I need to hide, baby, hold these. You know when to give me what I need, cause you know me. Baby, you just drunk off this dick, you don't want me. I think you be telling sex lies when I'm stroking. I still check a bitch quick, don't provoke me. O's open doors, I ain't gotta use a dope key. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on.
I had that 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. All right, let's get to it. Let's see. All right, I'm looking. We went live kind of early, so I'm gonna give it a minute. I don't like what that was. Go subscribe. Supremely Black Podcast is that in real life. So yeah, if you're on the Patreon, you know exactly what happened. Oh shit. That look better. All right. Like I said, man, I'm putting it on y'all. It's how y'all want to do it, man. We can do it the big way or the small way. So we found out where the leak was at on the other channel, and so now at this point, I'm making a productive situation out of a non-productive situation. As in, I see you, Mike. I see you, Pat. We in here. Like I said, I don't know. I feel like, as I've told y'all before, as I told y'all before, if we as an audience, are going to ask, if we're going to ask, if we want creators or our favorite, that bitch is leaning. It's leaning. That's it. Let me speak to this. No, I had that folks before Wendy's. Fuck this shit. How I listen to this? There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. That should be straight. Yeah, but like I said, the way I'm looking at it is, so I put up the video of the Tim Simpsky fight. Is that his last name, Simpsky? I put the fight up. Apparently, that's what caused the calamity. All right. The good part about that is it's temporary. It's temporary. But what I can see from that is, if I'm going to be talking about subjects that are touch and go, sensitive shit and all that, I'm putting my plan. Obviously, I've told y'all that the plan is not, shout out to Tony Delarmy, he says the plan is not to get big on YouTube, it's to grow big and independent of YouTube. I feel like everybody should have that type of plan. The reason why I laugh at motherfuckers who are just YouTubers and have, you know what I'm saying, that lame ass shit going on is because they have no real world applications outside of you being on YouTube. There is nothing that, you know what I'm saying, you can do. And that's not what we're doing here. So being that I got a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, set up, and it's hinging on my channel being functional. Until we can get tax corporations where it needs to be, my channel is going to be pivotal in that situation. I want to talk about real things. I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, shit that actually matters, not that bullshit. And you know what I'm saying, who the fuck just bought a fucking Bentley and look at their new jewelry and who. I'm not with that shit. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about real shit. But there is a line when you go past just real shit where you go into goddamn activists. Nigga, I'm an activist. You know what I'm saying? The shit I talk about, I'm going into activist mode. When I'm talking about athletes sitting out because they already have money and make America stand on their capitalism foundation and value money over racism. So in order to keep the capitalist dream alive, they have to give up one of their racist people who just violently murdered an innocent black man. I feel like Kaepernick was on to something, but just like with every other movement that doesn't work, it doesn't work because people didn't stand united. That's heavy. That's heavy shit to talk about. I was just talking to D Rose earlier from the Supremely Black podcast, and I was telling him that when you are talking about positive shit, it's harder to build because people want to hear about negative shit. If you say that fucking, you know what I'm saying, Duke Deuce, you know what I'm saying, like a C-list artist just got in a shootout, and then you put 50 Cent just gave $1 billion to an African country, people are going to click on the Duke Deuce video. That's the nature of it. And like I said, if that's how niggas want to rock, we can rock like that. I ain't got an issue with it. But you not finna holler at me about no fucking nigga ain't talking about this or no shit like that. Like, man, why ain't nobody talking about this? What the fuck do you mean why ain't nobody talking about this? Because when they talk about that shit and they have to take a hit on some shit that they built, you don't have nothing to say to them. We did this show on Big Facts Podcast and had 600 people on that bitch within 30 minutes. We talking about the same subject on a smaller channel and barely got 20 people in the room. I told niggas, I said, my nigga, yeah, we can talk that real shit. We can definitely talk that real shit. But if the only time you want to talk about real shit is when it's hundreds of people in the room, you don't want to talk about real shit. You just want to be seen. You want your comment to be seen in the goddamn chat. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real. And if that's the case, all good. I can be like a regular nigga too and just handle my business, come on this bitch and talk about what they allow you to talk about and all that other shit. I don't know nothing about that, big home. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But if we have the same turnout on the smaller channel, because if people came to the big channel and were interested in what was going on, it shouldn't matter where we do it at. But if it does, then obviously that shit is not that important. So that's why I'm at with it tonight. I feel like with that situation, obviously I know I wanted to do a whole documentary on how violent those people are, the work that it's going to take to do that shit. You're not going to get paid, obviously, from YouTube because they're not going to monetize that video. So it will be just for us, for our people. But if motherfuckers don't give a fuck about it unless it's in a certain place, I'll be motherfucked if I'm going to be a sacrificial lamb. So we're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to see how we're going to do it.
Parental guidance is advised. Candio Show.
It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. There is no question about it. I had way more fun when I put my energy into the street. I'd probably be in the club right now. You know what I'm saying? It was fun all the time. Whatever you want. It's just, but it was also a lot of hard times. Times where I had to question where the fuck I was and how the fuck I got there. What in the fuck am I doing in this fucking marsh? I remember one time, you wouldn't think it was real. Like I was wading through a fucking marsh. Me and D just got done running from the police, and the motherfuckers said they were gonna release the dogs. We jumped out that bitch and we were gone, and he went here while I went mine.
God keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga. When you start to get some money, see the hate in the nigga. That little bitch, she snatched my soul, and after that she fucked me up. But I got killers on my line and still got plays pulling up. Nigga bringing so much money, I see why they hate on us. We the only gang with pressure, so they gotta wait on us. Yeah, big brim shit, no little shit. Nigga pill shit, drill shit, kill shit. 1535 hard part brim shit. Nigga get the pulling up, pop it on the pill shit.
I'm talking about the heart of Pritchard.
Candio Show. Hey, it's Candio. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It's cool.
So yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But like I said, it's just one of them things, man. You know, we about to start doing. It's crazy because we were just gonna start doing shit different anyway. It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. We've been having so much shit that we had to do. That for a while there, that's all I was able to do was the live streams. But now that, you know, everything is back, you know, situated, we're gonna be, you know, back around, you know, with everything. But I think that this is a very, very good way to set the tone. What we're talking about is we're talking about, do you risk? I said this before. Do you risk? I've gotten a lot of shit about the shot. Obviously, I went into heavy research mode about the dominant society being extremely violent. I went so deep into that I was really ready. I felt like I had something that was going to blow the lid off of some shit. And it's just ironic that this shit happened right now, to where I was able to see what I was risking everything for. If we are united as one group, one collective, then Tariq Nasheed said, with 300 strong, you can really do some shit. And I feel the same way. But when we are, you know, we can't use the excuse of YouTube ain't sending out the notifications and shit like that, dog. We've been complaining about YouTube since 2018, at least. At least we've been complaining about how YouTube is not sending out notifications for at least 3 years. In 2018, I went live every Monday to offset you not getting the notification. We 3 years strong. Ain't no motherfucking way that we still goddamn blaming YouTube for us not knowing a live is happening. You either tapped into this shit or you not tapped into this shit. If you not tapped in like that, my nigga, that's all good. But don't fucking come and ask me why the fuck I'm not talking about the goddamn shot, or why the fuck I'm not speaking on no damn injustice in the street. That's the problem, my nigga. That's the fucking problem. The problem is that you expect everything out of a motherfucker, but as far as you just sitting back. And that's why I got on motherfuckers with that weed shit early. I let it be known early on. I'm not with that just watching some shit type shit, my nigga. You need to be making some motherfucking advancements. Not no goddamn YouTuber. My nigga, like this ain't no motherfucking shit you just watch and have fun. My nigga, you supposed to be moving up with me. So when I back up and I'm doing a live stream once a week, you have to know, as I've always shown you, there's never been a time that I have not been. If you're not on the Patreon, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you know. But if you on the Patreon, you go back from 2018 to now. I'm damn near making movies at this point. I'm living what I'm telling you. But I'm not retarded. You know, I'm not jaded to where I don't understand that me having a hold on this YouTube shit is what makes it easy for me to be able to network with people I may need to network with. Come on, my nigga. We gotta keep this shit real. We gotta keep this shit real. My nigga, if it's just about entertainment and it ain't that entertaining when you talking on a channel that only got, you know what I'm saying, so many viewers on that motherfucker, then you don't give a fuck about the subject. You just want to be seen. I'm not just talking about this shit to be seen. I really have an issue with it, and if I'm talking about it, I'm willing to take action behind it. And what I'm noticing is that type of energy ain't what motherfuckers is on. You still got motherfuckers acting crazy when you say 3 S's. My nigga, the shit that I be talking about, I'm trying to go up the ladder. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, being focused, doing different shit. But you think it's crazy for a nigga to say 3 S's. Sober, isolated, sex is going to be an issue because you're going to let people in that you haven't. If a nigga trying to come into the clique, you know what I'm saying, like you going to run a whole fucking test on them. But if a bitch trying to come in, it's going to be a less, you know what I'm saying, abrasive check. Because she has a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a use. She has a different use. I feel like until you get your shit where it needs to be, all of that shit is to the side. My nigga, the thoughts that I be having, the ideas that I be having, and as active and productive as I am. Who is that? As productive as I am, my nigga, there's no way I can keep up with, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit. So, no. So that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I felt that at the very least, I owed it to my people so that I'm not just in it by myself. I want you to see. We're going to put it all out on the table right here. And I don't want to put it all out on the table because I feel like everybody should not be privy to all information. But we're just going to put it out there. I did the video on Timothy Lumpkin, or whatever the fuck his name is. I did the live stream. I came in, I spoke real. Hey, man, tomorrow we're going to go and have a whole 5-hour. If I tell niggas what, I mean, this shit is crazy. I was ready to do a 5-hour live. 5-hour live. just so everybody can come and speak and we can try to come to an understanding on what is going on. And it worked right into the hands because I was just about to do a video about how the dominant society is born evil and violent. And them trying to paint us as the fucking violent people is bullshit. I was going down that fucking road. And then YouTube takes the video down. The pre-live, not the fucking 5-hour live. The live I did before that one. They took it down and put me on restriction for a week. Not wanting to leave my people high and dry, I said, fuck that. I'll still go live. We're just gonna go live on another channel. Everybody hitting me up, everybody waiting on the live when they thought it was gonna be on the other channel. As soon as I got done with the pre-live, the night before the 5-hour live was supposed to happen, folks in the inbox, oh man, everybody just ready to go. Everybody reared up. They take the video down, and all of a sudden, everybody don't give a fuck about the subject no more. What the fuck? My nigga, it's all good. We got other channels. We can do it on other channels. Nah, man, I really had to go to the goddamn doctor tomorrow. I really just gonna fuck with you on the Lord, but I really gotta. And it was just crazy to see that. It was crazy to see it because it was like, damn. And I'm always gonna go back to this situation. I continue to get fucked over. You would think after that Me and Two fiasco, I would understand what this shit is and just leave it like that. But I'm just not that nigga that is able to talk about some shit and not plan on doing something about it. I'm not that fucking person. I'm not going to talk about how fucking minimum wage is so low and all that. I'm not going to talk about that shit every day and not actually have a plan to get through that, to fix that issue. So, you know, the reason why I can be so passionate when I speak about things is because I really mean that shit. I really don't like that shit. I'm not acting. It's really a problem. That's why I was ready to do 5-hour live. That's why I was going to do a whole, I have a Pee Wee football documentary. I have one of the players got hurt. I have to do a motivational video of his highlights. Obviously, I'm doubling not only as Brim D's manager, but as the fucking promoter and do everything the fuck else. So everything is my job. Not to mention all of the other channels and artists that I work with. And I still am ready. If I'm talking about it, I'm ready to act on it. And that's why I would take something maybe more personal than someone else. Because if I'm spending my time doing so, my nigga, man. It was my mother's birthday yesterday. And I spared, you know, to give her everything and you know, have the, you know, 5-minute birthday party, hug, love. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you for not giving up on me when I was, you know, all that. I gotta do that in 5 minutes because I'm trying to continue to be productive, because I think that what I'm doing is, it means something. It's for a reason. It's important. But just like with the Me and Two situation, it seems like even though this issue has nothing to do with me, I'm in a whole nother fucking field. It's not right. I'm standing on it. So that's why I take it personal. Like, there's not a moment that can be wasted with what I'm doing, with what I have going on. The reason why I don't bring people into my life is because I know that I don't have room for them. I should be making room for different people in different situations, and I'm just fully on this shit. So nah. So yeah, I mean, I'm dead serious about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got that notification that they took the video down, I can't upload for a week. And I responded by saying, we're still doing a live. We're going to do it over here. And motherfuckers just started, yeah, my nigga, I was going to tell you, big bro. I really damn, man, my girl, man, she keep on with that. Me, I had to go over there. You can't give me an excuse. My mother's birthday is tomorrow. You can't give me an excuse. But it comes back to the same shit. The reason why I put energy into righteous situations is because I know first it's needed. Hold on. Here go this bullshit here. Here go this bullshit here. These bitches trying to hit me with this bullshit now. Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Yeah, so we will be live tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Conversation Me Podcast. We'll be talking about Squid Game. That's gonna be something that y'all definitely want to see. Like I said, it ain't no hard feelings. I'm just saying that this shit is serious to me. This shit is serious. When I'm putting my shit on the line, when I'm putting what I got going on the line, I expect for a motherfucker at the very least, I make it easy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, my nigga, at the very least. We go live on that channel and you'll stop everything you're doing to make sure you get in that motherfucker and you engaged in the goddamn chat and everything. But then we got to go over here and not everything else more important. And like I said, my nigga, I'm never going to beg a motherfucker to do never. I'm saying that if it's not important, don't come in my fucking comment section and ask me why I'm not talking about Kodak Black on pills. Why I'm not talking about this situation right here where innocent black man was shot down. This situation right here where this man is R. Kelly's being railroaded and all this Dave Chappelle's being fucked over and shit like that. Don't ask me to talk about no real shit because you want to be entertained. I'm not doing this for no fucking entertainment. I'm not in a place in life to where it's about entertainment to me. It's about work at this point. I don't want to get started with this conversation because that shit can really go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can go there. Like I said, I appreciate my team. And it's not my team that is the problem. Like I said, I was talking to D Rose from Supremely Black Podcast, and I told him, when you're talking about positive shit, it takes longer for it to catch. And that's a motherfucking shame, especially when we are so fucking proactive when it comes to the goddamn comment section. When it comes to the comment section, motherfuckers is proactive as a motherfucker, just got all the motherfucking solutions in the world. But you tell them to sign a petition, I was gonna sign it, but man, you ain't got no petition on YouTube. You go out your way to do everything you have to do. You assemble a motherfucking rally in front of the goddamn White House. You go out here and do 6 mile protests, marches. You outside the fucking Capitol building with a fucking bullhorn with signs and shit. And motherfuckers act like you need an act of Congress for them to go from YouTube to the goddamn change.org app. I wasn't as mad, and I keep going back to the Me Too situation because it seems like I should have wisened up since then. I was naive at that point. I was fresh in the game, and I'm looking at everybody supporting what I got going on. Fuck yeah. Me Too don't have shit to do with me. I'm 3 S's. You gonna like a bitch gonna have to, it's gonna be a fucking, you gonna have to do some other shit in order, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for motherfuckers that's outside. We're talking about sexism in the judicial system. We're talking about paternity. We're talking about child support reform, domestic violence, false claims, false sexual assault victims, false rape victims, Brian Banks, Sean Oatman, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who really had their life railroaded simply off of a motherfucker's word. That shit, like I said, Chris Brown, T.I., football players, basketball players, everybody should have not only signed the petition, not only donated, chunks to the goddamn cause, but they should have been posting that shit, letting the motherfucking world know, hey man, this is some bullshit. I'll be motherfucked. I will be motherfucked. Motherfuckers seen what I was doing. You had platforms hitting me up for interviews. The founder of the Men Too movement bears down on Cardi B. Founder of the Men Too movement calls for the arrest of fucking Ari Fletcher. It was notoriety. Why in the fuck didn't no goddamn successful black man stand up and say, fuck yeah? Look back since 2019, how many niggas then got railroaded from the same fight that I was trying to fight. And niggas, T.I. with his lame ass, the same nigga who told Tory Lanez it was wrong for him to plead his innocence, is now in the same situation. He got the case dropped, but as soon as that shit hit his doorstep, now everybody just supposed to know, nah, she a fucking liar. What the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? You believe when a bitch says something, why the fuck shouldn't we believe when a bitch say something about you? And this is what I'm saying. When we see situations like that, it's like, my nigga, how the fuck could you not understand why motherfuckers don't stand up? Soon as a nigga stand up, you get somebody from the same fucking community saying, oh no, we can't trust him. Look what he did right here. Whenever a motherfucker is getting exposed, whether it be Jay Morrison, fucking Tariq Nasheed, fucking Umar Johnson, it's never those people. It's always us. I don't know why motherfuckers, Boyce Watkins, I don't know why they donating to him. This motherfucker got a whole criminal record. All kind of shit. Look at how niggas did DaBaby. Motherfuckers already understand from the jump. A lot of motherfuckers found DaBaby from my shit when I was saying this nigga wasn't like that. But as soon as that nigga stood up and spoke, fuck that personal shit. Hey, my nigga, that shit's not right. Soon as that shit hit with DaBaby, motherfucker went straight to the memes. He go DaBaby in a couple months. Had a motherfucker outside the damn McDonald's coming out the window and shit like that. Why the fuck do you enjoy niggas' failure so much or niggas going through a bad time so much? What the fuck kind of person do you have to be to draw strength from a motherfucker going through a hard time? That nigga was saying some shit that you agree with. How the fuck are you agreeing with the people that you don't agree with to take down a nigga who was speaking the same way you feel? What the fuck? So yeah, my nigga, no. Like I said, my nigga, I told motherfuckers, look, man, I'm gonna go live and we'll see what we can get, whatever, see how folks want to rock, whatever like that. But if we not serious about shit, then my nigga, we just finna goddamn talk it up, laugh it up, and just handle it like that. But don't ask a motherfucker why the fuck they don't speak on those situations just for them to speak on a situation, get fucked over for doing it, and then, oh, well, you on the Men Too channel? Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to, and you know what, bro? I just thought about it. I don't even know why I told you to even go live, bro, because I gotta go pick up my grandma from my auntie house. You know, she just had that goddamn shot, man. You know, that shit's some bullshit. You need to talk about that. You know what the fucking, you know what the target words are. You know what they don't want you to say. You got somebody who has a following that says it. They get reprimanded for it. And then they say, you know what? We ain't even tripping on that, my nigga. We're going to go over here. That ain't good enough for you. Man, it's only 70 folks in that motherfucker. Man, I catch that nigga on the back end. How the fuck do you, come on, my nigga. So no, I'm not gonna do that. And you know, Katrina, she already, you know, like, my nigga, it ain't that. It ain't that. Like, you know what I'm saying? To goddamn, you know, burn a whole channel down because you feel like this shit needs to be done to put a goddamn bullseye on your back for motherfuckers who won't even apply pressure to the wound when you get shot. Like, come on, my nigga. No, I'm not with that shit. But like I said, I wanted to speak. In no way am I a sellout. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'll never speak for that side, but it's like you really need to look at what the fuck is going on. You really need to look at it. Do you care about a situation, or do you just want your comment to be seen? A lot of y'all suffer from that shit, man. Y'all really just want to be seen. You are nobody, and this is your chance to be seen and shit like that. And I'm not with that shit. This is why real people and fake people, they'll clash, because a real person will really be about what the fuck they're doing. And when the rubber hits the road, you ready to die about the shit, and the fake motherfucker, like, they got guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that has destroyed a lot of good movements. The people who just wanted to be seen on camera, and the people who were really out there protesting for change. A lot of artists, a lot of managers, people in my position, you know, when you have to find the best lane for an artist, a lot of managers were telling their clients, you need to go out there and get a picture. You know what I'm saying? Donate to that cause. You know what I'm saying? So you can look. That's the fuck. We just saw that shit with Quando Rondo trying to clean up his image, so the nigga wanted to get with Big U and send some money in so he can look like a good guy. Look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just not with that shit, my nigga. If I don't fuck, I'm not fucking with no shit because it's, you know what I'm saying, my nigga, I'm doing this shit because I give a fuck about it. I'm not going to talk about a makeup line. I give a fuck how viral whatever the fuck went. I'm not talking about no fucking makeup line. I don't give a fuck about no makeup line. It's so, dog, it's so many situations that's happened that go into the pot with the rap trap. But I am not doing this shit to stack up fucking videos. The rap trap is exactly what the fuck it is. Rap game is a trap in this way, that way. I've spoken that shit, my nigga. I've spoken that. Not finna keep going fucking situation for situation. Like, come on, my nigga. And so, and like I said, that's what that is. It's like real people, you put them in a place with fake people, and there's gonna be problems because of the two different ways of thinking. I've always said this: a fake nigga will get, as we see. Look at the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas will get a lot further than niggas like BG, Finesse 2 Times, Pooh Shiesty, Fujiano. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas will get a lot further. Tekashi 6ix9ine. They'll get a lot fucking further because they do not have integrity and they don't have morals. So there's no line on what door they're not gonna go in. You tell a nigga you go in that door and you're gonna come out a fucking superstar, they don't give a fuck what's on the other side of that door. It don't have to be no fucking, they in there drinking adrenochrome and all this. They don't have to be doing all that. It's just something that you don't agree with. The reason why that white man ran down on Terry Crews like that is because it's normal. It's normal for these type of things to happen. And a motherfucker is supposed to just, you know what I'm saying, keep moving, just keep moving. And then you'll get this movie role, that movie role. You locked in with these people. And this is why I called on LeBron James, Steph Curry, James Harden, and all these people. You can't still be scared of these motherfuckers. You already have the shit. But then they'll tell you, look at Kaepernick. They'll tell you to look at Kaepernick. It was motherfuckers really saying, that shit is crazy, my nigga. That shit is crazy as fuck. That shit is crazy as fuck. Like, and the fucked up part is that it's not even them. Of course, it's them who started the whole shit, but it's us. And that shit is a self-cleaning oven now. These motherfuckers can come in and say, guys, you're of the same, you guys are brothers. I'm laughing their ass off on the inside. Because that was the whole plan, to get this shit so fucked up that they can come in and look like the good guy. This is the fucking pharmaceutical company that makes a cure and then infects the world and sells that motherfucking cure. You know what I'm saying? They create the problem and sell the solution. See, this is what I'm talking about. This type of shit that I'm saying right here. If all of us know that this is the shit that they don't want you to goddamn hear about, that's some real shit. That nigga said some shit then. But the only time that shit is just heavy on you is when you got 1,000 people in the chat that you can talk to. And are you serious? This entertainment game, I'm gonna tell y'all something. My first baby mama, a couple of years ago, she told me that I think, you know, our child can be a Disney kid, and she has all the personality and all these things and shit like that. And you should teach her how to do it. You're the only person who knows how to, because as I said, Baldwin County, biggest county in Alabama, but there's only one person. When it comes to entertainment, I'm him. They're gonna say Ayo. That's really the whole state. But you know, in other cities they got rappers and shit like that, whatever. But she told me she wanted me to get her ready to get her in. She was saying get her into acting, get her into Disney shit. And we weren't on good terms then. And you know, when you're not on good terms with your baby mama, like you don't want to say no to anything because you don't want no argument and shit like that. But I had to decline, like, yeah, that is not time right now, because that's gonna take a lot of trust. Because I know what doesn't matter who you are. This entertainment game. This isn't just the music. This isn't just the acting. It's entertainment in a nutshell. In front of the lights, it does something to your mind. If you're not strong, it's going to destroy you. And a child doesn't have any way to defend themselves. What's this girl's name? They said is Beyonce's protege. What's the girl name? What's the girl name that's Beyonce protege? Chloe. What the fuck, man? Well, shout out to that boy Milk Tastic in this bitch. If you have not ordered your I'm trying to see why the fuck Why can't I make nobody no moderator? Chloe Bailey, yeah. She folks look at it like she went from Disney girl to have you called in Rose? Damn. Everybody up in this bitch, and I ain't even fuck, man. I'm not even on the right damn channel. Damn it. But yeah, the girl Chloe or whatever, you have her. Hold on.
God, keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga. When you start to get some money, see the hate in the nigga.
We'll see what's going on, what we're gonna be using. But yeah, we got Rose on the line right here. Rose, man, if y'all have not went to Supremely Black Podcast, y'all are really missing out. As I said, as I told y'all about Tony DeLarmy, as I told y'all about what Grump was doing over it, like when you have this type of education on what's going on, I can give it to y'all from one viewpoint. But when you have people who are knowledgeable about, I have speculations. I can observe and I say, it seems like they're doing this, but then you can have people like Rose who can actually tell you what year they started implementing these different plans and shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we understand what's going on. Rose, with you being out there in Texas, are you seeing any type of tension out there, or is it just pretty much it is what it is? What do you see that's going on with this whole Timothy situation?
From my perspective, bro, like I done got a couple calls from my homeboys up there in Dallas and in the Arlington area, and just speaking on it, I think it's compromised size. It's probably unpopular opinion, but really what happened was the situation that occurred was basically some street shit that got brought to school. Yeah, so the reason why it caught my attention, like how we talked about it, was how they had him labeled as a school shooter.
Yes.
And just putting it on there, it's just like, okay, hey, this is the school shooter that they did X, Y, and Z, which we all know that that was really cap, to be for real with.
That's right. That's right.
Shit been going on back and forth for a couple weeks to a month since the little boy that came to school. So how they put it out there was just, you had the whole world looking at a guy with goals, a guy with dread. This description of, like, you know what I'm saying? This little nigga that shot the school up. But really it was at school, so I'm not condoning that by any means, but it was an isolated incident.
Yep.
That he really didn't even want to do. It was just he had his back against the wall because he had already got beat up in the class. So he went to his backpack because what they're saying allegedly is that he was surrounded by some other members when he had stepped outside the class.
Okay.
Getting ready to. So he knew exactly what was about to go down. So that's when he found him, and then that's how we get to the situation to where they have it as he should have been considered as a non-active shooter because he wasn't even at the school by the time it really got released to the press. But you know how the media spin things. They got one thing they didn't mention. Like they do for the white kids.
Yep.
And put out great students.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yep.
None of that shit. They knew exactly what they were doing. So,
And that's what's so fucked up, man, is that, and that's what makes me so mad is that they are working strategically, and we just out this bitch like fucking savages. They doing this shit strategically. Every time they move is strategic. That goddamn boy, that damn white boy, went over to that school and killed multiple motherfuckers, and they still had that motherfucker up that bitch looking like he was a goddamn docile, recessive victim. This shit don't make no sense. It don't matter what a nigga, and I just hate the fact that we continue to play into their hands. And what I'm saying is that I feel like in order to touch, first, let this be known. I'm the one who said I don't advise any nigga who wants to be a mentor or big brother to approach no young nigga and try to forcefully change their life because they will become aggressive. You need to view a motherfucker and then allow them to come to you if they have some positive within them. Everybody cannot be saved, but at the rate in which we are killing each other senselessly, there's no way we're going to win this fight.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And that's the sad part about it. We all, in reality, we hope that a lot of this shit just stops. And like you mentioned before, just kind of chill the shit out for a minute and everybody just kind of, I ain't gonna say kumbaya, but just get an understanding to see exactly what's going on so we can understand what direction, because any chance that they get, whether they got like you got Westbrook in the skirt or they pushing Lil Nas X, so many distractions.
Man.
Young and black kids, like I think it is very important that you do meet them on that level because some of these kids are just raised that way. That may not be how you were brought up, but for you to be a big brother or mentor, you shouldn't be judging because that's what the rest of the world is doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
We in the fucked up spot, man, because, the one white boy that got up the damn school, he went and got, a damn double waffle with cheese on it and went away unscathed, and they damn near didn't even want to put his identity out.
Sure didn't.
And this boy got a fucking manhunt clean across the DFW area, and everybody across the world know that there was a school student that looked like a nigga that's in the Chirac video or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they like you said, they strategic, and we just kind of just out here, just like ain't shit. That's the war that's really going on. It's the mental war.
Yeah.
If they can change the image, they will, bro. Yep. If they can change the image, they will. They got to be either super aggressive or super feminine. There ain't nowhere around.
Man, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I felt like the video was so important that I wanted to do.
Yeah, you can change it.
Hold on. I felt like the video was so important. As far as what the fuck, man. I felt like the video that I was gonna do showing how violent they are, and it seems like they're violent without a cause. As I said, these people they don't need a reason to kill a whole school. They will do it because they don't like their mom. But when a nigga up the pole and do something, they have a reason. Like he had to get backed into a corner before he did something like that.
Yep. Yeah. And then like we all know watch the video. He didn't even want to do that, bro, because because the people that I know that if they already strapped, it ain't gonna be no. You ain't even running up on me with none of that.
Yep.
That's exactly what he come to school to do. Like I was telling people, I'm not co-signing what he did, but here's the difference between the two of an active school shooter. An active school shooter, as soon as they hit the door, they are strategic. They got niggas lined up in the library. They got people in the cafeterias. They got people in the bathrooms. They didn't plot this shit out like a Call of Duty mission. This little boy wasn't on no shit like that, man.
So what?
It was, yeah, like if he'd have been 200 yards away from the school and it was far enough for them to say there wasn't no school shooting, it would just been another nigga in self-defense and he actually defended himself, quote unquote, against some gang members. That's because I don't know what them little boys down there on. You feel me? But that's all it would have been. It would have been nothing else. Like if he want to just shoot anybody that he done told that he was getting bullied or any of that, that's exactly what he came in there to do. It wouldn't have been no, they got to beat me up another time. He the one on the lay down everybody when he walked in the door, bro.
Yep, just like that. And that's what I'm saying. So, and that's why I said I feel like it's extremely important for us to have a say-so within the narrative. This is why I felt like them knocking a channel down if they say something that's outside of the controlled opposition. If Fox is the opposition to CNN, I feel like they both can be owned by the same person. And as long as we just have Fox as our controlled opposition and we don't let anybody else talk, we can just make Fox seem like they are they the other side of the argument, and then we make them give in. And it's like, that's bullshit. There's so many different ways to see this situation. At the end of the day, we know what a school shooter is. We know what a mass murder is. We know that these things are not this isn't a black crime. This isn't what we do. When it comes down to senseless killing, there is no better senseless killer than the white man. Period, point blank, from the beginning of time. That's what that is. So, like I said, I felt like that inherently violent documentary I wanted to do. Who do you fear more? I felt like that was needed, simply because it's crazy how you see this little boy with gold teeth and dreads, tattoos on his face, and immediately you scared of him, when really the person that you need to be scared of is either your neighbor's white 13-year-old son with a headset and a fucking phone in his hand, or the fucking local goddamn handyman. That's gonna be the motherfucker that abducts your goddamn children and keeps them in a basement. It's not the goddamn nigga that's walking through the neighborhood trying to find something to steal. That's not the one that you need to fear. And that's what I'm saying. It's so easy to stereotype the scary black person, but for all of these evil serial killers, serial rapists, serial goddamn abductors that we see, you don't never stereotype them motherfuckers, and you can't, because if you did, you will be pulling over goddamn bank executives, Wall Street people. You will be pulling over every goddamn body, because them motherfuckers come in all shapes and sizes. As far as with the dangerous black man, you pretty much know which ones are dangerous, because they are outward with their shit. They let you know that you need to fear them. And 9 times out of 10, when a nigga is looking like he's dangerous, that nigga ain't even dangerous. Nigga's a peacock. Nigga got a goddamn face full of tattoos, ain't got a violent bone in his body.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
And you know,
so, I mean, like I always say, man, anybody that he controls, not controls images, bro. So like, they know what they're doing in regards to that. So like, I don't ever want to knock no rapper how you get your money. That's how you do it. But that's how they've been able to get ahead of how it works. We can have these real conversations and they'll block us, but then they'll put a damn drill video and they know for a fact it's probably about 15 niggas in this video hitting real deal caught bodies, but they don't care about that because it's gonna be some little young impressionable kid.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know, hey, yo, the lame as hell. They talking all that positive shit. Like, they ain't trying to do nothing, but not knowing we all that walk this life. We just happen to make it to 30 plus to be able to talk.
Yes, sir.
Type of shit. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Like, but that's what they got, bro. Like, that's how they got it. So now it's fearful. Like, I see somebody with goals and dreads, I'm automatically scared. No, I'm worried about the motherfucker I just got to live with that ain't saying nothing for me. I've been in the car with him 30 minutes.
Woo! You know? That nigga said something in, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we got lost there, bro. Because if you start, you see some white folks in the video talking about they ain't studying out with it. Like, they really with it. Nah, dog. It ain't how it is, man. They got us confused with this shit. With this, and like you said, the entertainment shit, they got us confused, bro. We looking at our people thinking that we the ones preying on each other, but the whole time it's the machine behind it that's putting the battery in everybody back. Yeah. That's just what it is.
And like I said, when they slapping you down for saying something outside of the realm of what, like I said, there's no way that you can block me, but you will allow. I showed I sent Rem a link of these rap rock groups. One of them is called Killer Sosa or something like Killer something. But they used to rap with I think it's called 66 Slaves is one of their songs. You got a group called Suicide Boys. They have very violent and just real suggestive music videos that go up that a motherfucker don't have a problem with. They got blood in there and everything. It's just extremely violent, but they don't have an issue with that. But if I come on here and talk about the like the vax ain't really like that for real, and for them to be telling you that it is fucking retarded, and I think that's a very powerful tool because motherfuckers are now debating on whether or not they said in the beginning that the damn shot was going to stop you from getting the shit. How in the fuck did we forget that part? Dog, that's why they brought it in, because they said it was gonna keep you from getting it. Now they saying, no, they never said that. They said you're less white. What the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? Now they saying, oh no, it's another, you can get another variant. Dog, it's important to control the narrative, and we just have not gotten to that point as a unit. Dog, you listen to NLE Chopper, Kodak Black, it seems like everybody comes to the understanding that we're being duped, but it seems like everybody comes to that understanding at different times. So nobody can be on the and with us, we don't like for a nigga to put us on to shit. We want to goddamn be the one who telling somebody, nah, my nigga, what's really going on is they trying to do this. It's like, my nigga, if we got the same understanding, why the fuck can't we push forward? And like I said, Willie Lynch, from what I heard, Willie Lynch was how they would teach us how to always be combative with each other by making us feel like we were different, even though we were all in the same boat. I feel like we're never going to get over that shit, because it's like they just been enhancing that Willie Lynch shit year by year. And it's just, we got more reasons to be jealous and hate each other all the time. We always got a reason not to goddamn fuck with a nigga. We don't want to follow a nigga. That nigga, I don't like the way he run this shit. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. And I feel like if we can, and I can't even say that, because I was gonna say, because there's niggas out here right now that's trying to have movements. I felt like the time that we were supposed to go was when Nikki D and them went out there and they were stepping down on different layouts. Like when they went all black, all of them was armed, and they went out there to the KKK. Where did they go? They went to the place where they were created.
You talking about in Stone Mountain when they was down there in Georgia?
Yeah, it was Stone Mountain. Yeah, what was that?
That's where it started, but they was gonna be having like a rally or something down there. So they had met them with the same force. Basically, they was gonna try to parade through the city, which is it's still kind of white, but in that particular area, there's a lot of predominantly black people that have moved into the area. So they was doing it more or less of like a church tax type of thing. So same force, because I mean, if you know your laws and stuff, then you can do that. You feel me? So I like. When you think about something like that, bro, I just think that's the most important part. But we can't get away from that whole. Everybody's not just gonna be the sergeant or the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
On a suit behind somebody that knows exactly what they're doing, because some people are just more experienced in certain situations. Some people are better talkers. Some people are better enforcers. But all said, so a lot of times when they saying like the big homies ain't doing nothing, well, really a lot of the real was locked up, and they didn't have no sense of guidance either, and they feared people feared them out of, just out of fear.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the whole thing that we lost that sense of, because now if you loop somebody and you rock with him and that ain't your partner, oh man, he dick riding, man. He really.
Man.
You got the haters that want to be in your spot, and then you got your homeboys that scared to show you love because they really ain't your homies. They scared if you pass them, and then people might start thinking that you the one behind the movement. We lost that sense of that, man. Like back in the day, like my granddad and them, they all just moved on one accord, and that was just what it was. It wasn't no, big guy and little you. We didn't have that type of entitlement, man. It's just
I'm the leader.
Different.
I'm the nigga. Yeah. I'm the goddamn leader.
I'm the nigga. If it wasn't me, then you know what I mean?
Woo!
It's so crazy, bro. What's the old boy off the movie, man? I can't think of the damn movie. But I think it might have been 5 Heartbeats. Eddie Kane them and that type of shit, man.
We'll talk. David Ruffin.
That's those type of niggas, man. But that's where we at, bro.
And like I said, and we just gotta continue to push and just try to show these young niggas. And that's why I felt like it was so powerful to show the video where the other dude, the NBA YoungBoy wannabe, was getting assaulted by Bear, because it showed exactly what's gonna happen. The same thing with the Indian Red Boy situation. Like niggas is thinking that this shit is play outside. If these young niggas knew, that's all I'm saying, is that, my nigga, you need to act the way that you're going to act in the interrogation room. You need to act like that outside. You don't need to get in the interrogation room and say, I'm really a good kid, man. I'm supposed to be playing basketball. Do that on the street. Like, but niggas is trying to, and that's what I'm saying. That's that fake shit. You're trying to be something that you're not. Like, and like I said, man, we gonna have a conversation, man, because like I said, you definitely have a story, and it's always good for those of us who come from it and we have a clean face. A nigga coming out the street and denouncing his flag, because niggas will denounce their flag in the courtroom, in the interrogation room. You choosing there that you ain't no gangster. No, like I said from the jump, you wore that. That's what it was. You need to ride that. And when you in the clear, that's when you can say, man, I ain't active no more. You know what I'm saying? But niggas is no, my nigga. That's how you rock. You really rocked it like that, my nigga. You need to stand up on it. But that's what comes from you being raised by a NAB or a NAN, someone who does not put accountability forward. The reason why you feel like you can go out here and just do whatever and you don't have any repercussions, or you don't have to stand up under what you've done with accountability, is because that's what you've seen in your household, and that's a problem. That is and that's why, like I said, these things need to be spoke on, and they need to be spoke on from people who have actually been out there. Because the problem that we have is when people who are just maybe a little bit more street experience than that news camera start talking about these type of situations. If you are not street savvy, you don't understand any of the politics of the street, you damn near looking at this like a school shooting the same way the white folks is. But if you done been out there, my nigga, this is some street shit, just like Rose said. This is some street shit that happened to happen in the damn school. Like he said, if it was 200 yards away, it would have been down the road all good. This shit, like I explained it, and the shit is throwed off. Niggas don't want to go to prison. They saying now I got some messages that's saying that, like I said, he was fighting a 15-year-old and the boy that beat him up was 14 and he was selling weed, he was acting gangster and all that shit like this. Like I said, this type of shit happen all the time. The only reason why this shit look like anything is because it happened in the school. This shit happen all the time.
Yeah, and that's what it is, bro. And then, like, I know the stories, the little bro, he was 15 and he was 18. Like, and here go the sad part about it, bro. Like, to let you know how much they control our minds in the sense is that if this was down the road and he'd have killed that boy for 15, it wouldn't have been nothing. They almost would have looked at him damn near as a hero.
Yes.
And then they would have mentioned, oh, hey, he was a straight A student. He comes from a well-to-do background. Went and got him in a $400,000 household. You know, this is who he is. This is who he protected himself against. So then you got the all-American black boy that they love to push and defending himself against some thugs. That's perfect. He fits every agenda they got after that. I mean, what else are they supposed to do? Because when Dylan do it, Dylan is walking clean. He didn't want no smoke. Them boys to beat him up.
Yep.
They get a lawsuit from the school.
From the school, yep.
For not taking the allegations serious.
Yeah, and I was hearing about that today. Somebody, but that's what I'm saying. How could they come to the school and holler if he was selling weed and shit? What allegations was had?
Nah, I think I'm still digging into that though because I gotta holler at my partner. But I think that's just more or less they said he sold a little weed and had a little nice car. I mean, what's really selling weed nowadays, bro? That's damn near it's damn near legal in 50 states. So if he was selling a little weed, I mean, that ain't like he was out here with no boy, no bills, nothing.
Yeah,
it's gonna take you down the road. So,
but
and you got a couple of hoes at school. That ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
But if you, like I said, if you put that goddamn dope in your hand, that shit is what it is. You gotta rock with that.
Yeah. I mean, but I think it's just more like we both agreed on. It was more or less the streets and backwards against the wall, and it just don't happen to be in school, bro.
Yep. That's it. That's all it is.
That's all it is. Like, that's it. Like, and he ain't got no hands, so you know. Yeah. And
that's another thing that added to it, and that's another thing that needs to be spoken about these young. And like I said, I'm actually gonna have a little situation where I'm gonna be going out here and asking these kids, and depending on what type of answers I get would depend on if I put it out or not. Because I'm not trying to embarrass nobody, but I really want to see how out of touch I am with the youth. We about to start this show. Actually, it's going to be on this channel. It's going to be Big Facts in the Trap, where we, I ask questions, you know what I'm saying, about, the trap and shit like that, and just see what niggas know, whatever, and do it like that. It's crazy to think how clueless these boys are when it comes to the time that they're going to have to do. if you don't give a fuck about going to prison, then you can wild the fuck out. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if you are gonna be the nigga who's in jail like Kodak Black, crying every 5 minutes because you don't have no bed, my nigga, you need to get the fuck out the streets. Like, I'm not at no point where I can do no time like that no more. I used to be able to do that time like it wasn't nothing on my head. I'm not able to do that time no more. So I make sure that me and everything around me is clean and ready to go, because I'm not trying to go down that road. But for a nigga to be out there in the street and feel like I'm not finna go to jail, I'm not finna get robbed, I'm not finna get hurt out here, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And speaking of that, you're saying that weed is legal in Texas?
No, it ain't. It ain't legal. You know, this little racist ass say they gonna have no weed legal.
No. I thought Texas did it.
Hell no, that's the other part of the Bible Belt, bro.
No, y'all got the free kid.
It might be some medical disease included, but it ain't gonna be no dispensary. Ain't a dispensary. Ain't Texas. I don't give a damn how big it's gonna be. It ain't Texas. Yeah, I think they can. But even when I was trying to dismiss this, just trying to hide my feet to see what's really going on with that, because if they put that out there, then that still fits to their agenda. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gold teeth, friend, weed dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't even nothing you ain't gonna bring up. Like, ain't no street niggas talk, oh, he's saying weed. Like, what does that have to do with anything right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and you know, man, it like I said, it's so many. Texas been they've been hot lately too, man. It's when you are going out. Have you seen like a influx of activity out there, or is it pretty much the same? And they just in the media just kind of picking up on it a little bit heavier.
Yeah. No, I'm in Houston, so everything pretty much the same down here. But I got some people that's in the DFW area. Only time I really seen like a really difference in change, or when you think of it like from the black and white people perspective, was around the election. I think it's just the same old segregation that's been going on in Texas, no matter how you rock. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't really pay attention to that. I just make sure me and my people straight, and you just kind of, that's how you got to move. That's the most important part. You give them too much attention and you give them too much energy, you can't even focus on what you got at hand. I'm more or less preparing how they preparing, if that makes sense. And that's the goal. And that's that's how a nigga would have to move. Like I said, man, it's stowed, and it's just about at this point, my nigga, be 21 about it. Like, nigga, if you is out here, you got to know what come with that shit. And just that shit just make me mad, because it's like, dog, these folks is scheming on a very high level, and we still out this bitch killing niggas over social media. Dog, did you see that video of that nigga, them niggas running in that nigga house? Yeah, I ain't even seen it, bro.
It's a video where it's like 3 dudes, and they just open the screen door and walk in the nigga shit and just start shooting them. And there's a bitch at the table, and she moved, and this nigga then got behind the refrigerator, and that nigga just aired that nigga out behind. It's going viral on the on social media, but it's just crazy how it should have just, man. It's like I said, nigga got to stay out the way at this point, man. Nigga got to stay out the way. It's just a lot going on. It's just a whole bunch going on, and nigga got to keep his head on a swivel these days. You don't know what the fuck going on. Yeah, like I said, I was just wanting to see how nigga was acting on this right here. We about to go live again on the other channel and see what's going on. I kind of want to talk about the I kind of want to talk about the what's going on with Dave Chappelle, but we might have to holler about that football player that his girl stabbed him a couple times and he flatlined 2 times. And
talking about Terrell Pryor?
Is that the dude who got stabbed and not the girl got him locked up for dropping a pumpkin on him?
For dropping a fucking pumpkin, bro. He took her back down there and took this nigga out the game. He threw a damn
Yep.
Halloween pumpkin on her. He about to sit down just a time, right?
Yep. That's what we talking about next. In about what is it? About 10 o'clock. We're gonna I'm going live on the Rap Trap channel about that shit, whatever. And we're just gonna run through all the channels and just see what's going on and go from there. But where's that dude from?
And I don't even know where Terrell from. I had to look into it. I didn't know he used to play football at Ohio State. He had a couple of runs in the NFL. I think it was last for like the Cleveland Browns or something like that. Yeah, man. It's just certain shit. I just like people put themselves in position, man. Like, ain't no way in here you done damn near kill me and I'm going back.
Man, and that's why I want to know how old he is. That's why I want to know how old he is.
He gotta be about 30. He probably about mid-30s. Gotta be.
Oh, he too old for that shit. He too old for it. I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna do my research on it. Then we gonna go live. Like I said, I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna hit you in a minute.
All right, bro.
All right, we got. I appreciate everybody who came out. Like I said, I was just trying to see what type of turnout we'll have. We're not going to wait on YouTube to send out notifications or wait to get it. It's on you. Come through. The support that we get, it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, in a week we going back to Big Facts Podcast, and I'm just going to know how to carry it from that point forward. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody who showed love. We're going live again tonight on the Rap Trap channel. Be ready for that. I'll see you in a minute. Love.